Fall off a cliff. Dangerous animals fighting for natural resources. Lost in a fog.
Dust storm, heat wave, solar flares. I liked this one.
Ice layering the ground, making it difficult to walk, where you could slip and fall.
I love me a good firestorm.
I don't, but I do, you know?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Famous Secret Agent. This week, we're going to be talking about weather and how that's going to affect the world that we're going to build together. Your mission begins in 3, 2, 1. I'm Steven.
Cheers, I'm Autumn.
Hi, I'm Elisa.
Hi, I'm Demi.
Hi, I'm Tim.
So this is only our second video ever doing this, and we still kind of have no clue what we're doing, but we're using this 30-day guide from Fantasy World Builder Guide at fantasyworldbuilder.net. And this week's prompt is all about, they call it the physical planet and weather. And they've asked us to do an exercise that's going to kind of identify how the weather is going to impact the stories that we're telling. So Elisa, do you want to read the prompt?
I sure would, Steven. Your exercise for today is to jot down 10 plot devices that relate to weather and what you think they do to the story. For example, a snow in can turn the mood very claustrophobic, ... or very intimate.
Okay, so I have an unexpected rain shower in the middle of summer. You know, the kind that like comes out of nowhere and then goes away after 15 minutes, like it never happened at all.
That's so romantic.
Well, see, I was thinking like it's like relief, like after a hot, humid day, like you're like, like some relief of pressure. But it's funny that you thought it was romantic. I was really thinking about like what would make something happen. And normal weather is fine, but I feel like in terms of a plot, you want something that doesn't really happen.
I'm 100% with you.
Speaking of which, a fog that rolls in unexpectedly.
I love me some fog.
So then I have some snow that turns into sleet or rain. Like it started snowing and you were excited about it, but then it got a little too warm and you're like, oh, okay, like this is boring now. I have the heat lightning that happens on a summer night, not accompanied by rain or anything. Like it's not a lightning storm, it's just like heat lightning that happens. So those are mine.
Cool. Love it. My big takeaways from that are like sudden changes, like just like dramatically different from what was before in weather. And then I don't know. I found like something that could either be sinister or quite pretty.
First off, we have heat stroke. Can happen to anybody in pretty much any warm climate. An adventure through the waterfalls that causes you to slip on a rock. A gust of wind that might cause someone to fall off a cliff. Dangerous animals fighting for natural resources. Bringing it back to Demi's fog. Lost in a fog.
All right.
Ooh, we're gonna put that together.
Sometimes can get smoggy. The next one is dirty water causing sickness.
I like Lisa's list because it's like more specific about how the humans are affected, which is kind of what we're gonna be, or maybe not the beings are affected maybe, and that's gonna be where we eventually get to. So
Lizard people, that's where we're going, everyone.
okay.
You heard it here first.
Dust storm, heat wave, solar flares. I liked this one. A lightning storm with an actual storm with the lightning, not just the lightning. A volcano, I can go over there too.
I don't know why, but in whatever world we create, I'm pitching my first idea, which is that we have like a mythical location known as the lightning fields, and it's like legend has grown from the lightning fields. I'm thinking like with the picture we saw that was the dead trees with the lightning, and that could be a mythical place known as the lightning fields.
It's a really original name.
Yeah.
By Rick Riordan. All right.
My words. I had blizzard. Snowstorms that take away sight of surrounding as well as hearing. Wow, a lot of mine are snow related. Ice layering the ground, making it difficult to walk, where you could slip and fall. I had like icicles layering surroundings, so like big icicles sticking out of the ground or like from walls and stuff. thick layers of fog that impede on vision. Fog makes a return. I love me some
All right.
fog.
Folks, I just want you to know I put mine in alphabetical order because I'm nuts. Anyways, avalanche, eclipse,
Nice.
because it affects things.
We should save that though for the third movie in our series.
Oh yeah, after
Oh yeah.
new moon and then eclipse.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking maybe Breaking Dawn after that.
And then
Oh,
Paddington 4.
It's just
That's no, Elisa, that's already been made, but we can call it like Breaking Bad or something a little off. Something that's like slightly, you know.
Anyways, I have the first rain after a long dry spell. Think African savanna. Volcanic eruption, wildfire, or firestorm.
Of that fire.
Ooh, I love me a good firestorm.
I mean, I don't, but I do, you know?
I like the eclipse.
Yeah, I do
because
too.
That's like a big event that only happens like once in however many.
It promises change or danger. Or it's just the sun being blocked.
I feel like as we were going through, there were certain things like about mood that were sticking out to me related to like similar types of events. So like, can we talk about really cold things and snow, like snow and ice? Can we talk about wet things and water? And can we talk about hot things and fire?
Like snow to me feels endless and a sense of like this will like stuck in time and this will never end and maybe the hopelessness, whereas fire feels the exact opposite where it's like it doesn't stop moving, like unrelenting, really pushing someone to their brink. And both things can bring a factor of danger into it, but it's kind of how you look at it, because you'll burn to death a lot quicker than you'll freeze to death.
In terms of what they do to our behavior, cold things can make you very like they make you cold. They make you like cranky, and you're more likely to snap at someone, and like you have a shorter temper. Whereas hot things are like so draining that you almost don't even have the energy to like fight amongst yourselves. Like you're almost just so focused on trying to take the next step and like trying to get through whatever you're trying to get through that it's like you don't even have the energy to be like fighting. Whereas with cold things, you're like so like already on edge that you're kind of like you're like right at the edge of like going after someone else.
In the cold, you tend to want to huddle as a group for warmth, but in the heat, you kind of want your own room as to like with heat you expand, you get sweaty, so it's more distant and isolated, which is ironic because when you think of someone being cold, they're isolating themselves. They don't want anybody near them.
So we just did a whole lot of talking about weather and how that affects mood and setting. And there's a ton of things up on that wall. And the question that we're all asking ourselves now is, how is the setting that we give our world going to limit the types of weather that we're going to be able to use? You know, are we going to choose a tundra where it's really cold and we can populate it with a lot of people who wear parkas and are really selfish and want to huddle together all the time? Are we going to populate a desert where we have really hot types of weather and a hot climate available to us? And the people are always really tired. We don't know yet, and that's going to be really fun to find out. So if you haven't already, please give us a like, give us a comment, let us know what you're thinking so far about this process, and give us a subscribe. It really helps us out. Next time, we're going to be back with another video about the mood and setting, whatever that means. 3, 2,
Last one out, run it!
I love me some fog.